A divided start to the day, cloudy and mild in the north, cold and foggy in the south. The outlook warms up. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain. People asking me, is it set to turn colder? Have we got this polar vortex coming? Now, I want to give you a little science lesson about what could happen and why it means we could get colder as we head into next month. At the moment, it's cold because we have high pressure with us. It means the air is stagnant, it's not moving anywhere, it stays still. But there's hints that as we head into next month, we could have this thing called sudden stratospheric warming. Basically, the North Pole is very cold. The air spins around in a clockwise direction. But if it rapidly warms, and there are projections it could as we head into the middle of the month, we start to see the wind direction change, and it goes all the way from the upper atmosphere all the way down to the surface. So it disrupts the jet stream, which is normally from a mild westerly, and it could make us go easterly, bringing cold air from Siberia. So when we have one of these sudden stratospheric warming events, we often get a cold beast from the east. It coincides with some of the coldest weather we're experiencing in the UK. There are hints that one of these could happen in the middle of next month, meaning by the end of February we could turn colder. But at the moment, I'll keep my eyes on it and keep you posted. But the cold air we have with us is just down to this area of high pressure. It hasn't moved anywhere for a long time. We've just got cold air that's been moving in from the near continent. In contrast, actually, milder air set to drive around this high pressure, bringing less cold conditions later on this week. So temperatures back up to average where they should be for the time of year. But what it means for today. Good morning to you. I want to bring you some positive news, first of all, that things are getting lighter. You may well notice in the mornings and the evenings, just a little bit more daylight. This is the time we gain the most sunshine in the year. 4 minutes per day in the north, 3 minutes per day in the south. These are the exact amounts of sunshine that you'll gain as we head through the day today, but basically are high. So let's take a look at how things pan out as we head through the next 7 days. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England, the milder air has moved in here, moving around a big area of high pressure. The mildest day today, thereafter the temperatures sit pretty much around about average, but largely frost-free by night. Percentage chance of rainfall, how likely we are to see wet weather across the north of the UK over the next few days. Well, yet again today's damp and drizzly hit and miss doesn't look too wet. Chance of some rain moving in tomorrow, but the outlook into next week turns drier, sunnier, also that bit cooler. Looking further south then across England and Wales, away from the north of England, looking at our temperatures. And temperature-wise, we're sitting around about average, so slowly warming up, or perhaps less cold is the outlook here. Percentage chance of rainfall, well, it looks largely dry. Yes, the chance of some rain or showers tomorrow, but thereafter high pressure builds and the outlook drier and less cold. Good morning to you. Today's weather, a repeat performance of yesterday for most of us. Cloudy, mild, damp and drizzly in the north. Sunny, but the fog actually has to clear first before we get there, but chilly in the south. Subtle differences. The far southeast, cloud rolled in over. Well, the noise for this morning is more like brrr. It is another cold start to the day, -8 degrees at Benson in Oxfordshire, and we continue like we had yesterday, a divided story. Northern areas, actually here, it is cloudy, it is mild, temperatures into double digits. Morning to you. Today's weather is a repeat performance of where many of us were yesterday. A north-south divide by and large. Northern areas cloudy, mild, damp and drizzly. Southern areas a cold, frosty, foggy start, and then some decent spells of sunshine. One big change though comes across the far southeast. We have a lot more cloud this morning, so it's actually about 12 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. Fog confined to the Midlands and eastern areas of Wales. Some gorgeous sunshine here, but a chilly 5 or 6, but staying dull, damp and drizzly, 13 in the north.